Okay, so let's think about now the conclusion between the two devices. So first of all, let's just quickly recap on some of the pros and cons. I think in terms of the things that were very, very equal, we've got the quality of both screens. They're very, very high quality, high resolution. The camera is very, very similar front and rear on the two devices, so there's nothing really to distinguish the two apart. In terms of audio, then definitely the iPad Pro would be my preference. It's much deeper bass on there, so if I was listening to audio directly on the device, this would be a preferable device to use over the Surface. In terms of watching videos and things like that, again, very, very similar. Battery life, the iPad Pro probably wins in terms of battery life. When we switch off the iPad Pro and we put it in sleep mode and we do the same with the Surface Pro, we find that the Surface Pro battery will drain much quicker. So this one definitely has the edge over there. When it came to keyboards, definitely the Surface Pro was the winner. The fact that it's a backlit keyboard on the Surface Pro, the fact that it's angled, the fact it's actually a lot thinner, and it feels much more natural when you're typing, compared to really the iPad's very, very flat keyboard, which feels very clacky when you're typing on it, but also has the spill resistant cover, which is actually one of the kind of benefits of that. In terms of overall power, the Surface Pro seems to have the edge on the iPad Pro, which would be understandable given the chipsets inside the two devices. And in terms of operating system, Apple really have stuck with iOS on this device, which for me, if they were serious in creating a competitor for the Surface Pro, they would have gone for the more natural OS X operating system to give that wider business application support. So for me, in terms of a pure business device and a business tool, the iPad Pro loses out against the Surface device. The Surface really is a much stronger competitor in that business space. In terms of using them both as tablet devices, both perform well, but in terms of the battery life, you would probably say that the iPad Pro is a better device if you're using pure tablet mode. And I would say moreover, things like basic web browsing, email, I wouldn't like to type on this all day, whereas with the Surface I do, and it works absolutely fine for long periods of time. So I would conclude in saying that as a business device, definitely the Surface Pro is the device. As an occasional use business tool, then the iPad Pro is a good secondary device, but certainly couldn't replace a primary device.